you know, he still hasn't worked out that, you know, him and me, it's about him and me and him and his next rider after, you know, he moves on. Now you see, he wants to go. Oh, he's having a poo. I was thinking he wanted to go back the other way and catch up the other horse. Right, walking on. But there's no, you know, there's absolutely no badness in this horse. It's just frustrating for him and me, because I know how he needs to go within the limits of his conformation, and he just feels so much better. But you see, because the mind and the body are so closely linked, you know, whatever he's feeling in his body, he'll express, you know, emotionally. And his emotions then affect his body. So with riding, you can't really just ride one part of the horse. You can't just ride the head or the neck or the back legs, or you can't do that. Well, you can try, but really the thing is that the horses, you have to try and ride the horse as a whole, so take everything into account and realise that his emotions affect how he carries himself. So his body language, if you like, and his emotions are one. Because horses can't fake it, you know, so whatever his body's doing, it's expressing. The body is a vehicle of expression for the horse's thoughts and feelings. That's what I'm saying. So when you respond to the emotions, you're responding to the body language. When you're responding to the body language, you're also working with his emotions. So the two are forever and permanently linked. But as I say, there's absolutely no badness in this pony. He is a safe pony, but you know, obviously at times he doesn't feel that way, because I just haven't cracked it with his emotions and his way of going. Now, if he's really uncomfortable doing these circle things, as he seems to be, if he's so uncomfortable on a circle that he feels he needs to do that, really I have to wait for him to come out of that and just be supportive. Trotting on, he's actually able to step forward into trot now, which is really, now look at this trot, that's really nice. Oh, of course it won't last long, but you know, just 3 strides, you know, is better than no strides. Now this feels, well, the head's coming up because we're going round a corner and he's not sure what's round this corner. You know, you'd think he'd never been round here before, but this feels some way towards, you know, a pony trot. No, you're not going to look at stuff. No, he is stretching the head forward. You're not looking at stuff. No, you're not. Not looking at stuff. Good. Very good. You're not looking at stuff. You have to be quite firm with him. He's not oversensitive, which is just as well, because children's ponies don't need to be too sensitive, or, you know, first ponies for small adults or whatever. Good boy. Good boy. This is quite a nice trot. And because it's going uphill, there's so much 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, there's rhythm there, and it's not too fast. Boy. Very good. I was very pleased with that. took till we were going home to achieve it, but it doesn't matter. The day will come when we can achieve it from the minute I get on. Come on. There. This is another place where they need to work out their legs coming through here. Right, around here. You see now, whereas Flynn will more or less trot up the lane, if we were to trot up here, every clump of white flowers, every green bit and stuff, I mean, to him it's all lurking danger. So this would be, he wouldn't like to go up the side of this field, whereas Della would like to go up the side of this field but feels less comfortable in the village. So they are all different. Now pick your feet up. Yes, good boy. And whoa, and whoa. Right, around here, around here. There's still, I don't know if the camera can catch it, but there's still this gobbiness, you know, this crunching, mouth opening, mouth head up there. I mean, he likes to put his head either too far up or too far down, and it's hard for him to strike a middle ground. There, good boy, and trot, and oh, that's it, I made him trot off from that turn. We'll do that once more. It is hard for him, we'll only do a couple. So come round, and he's got a bend, so I don't have to, I've managed to work out a bend for him. And as we come round, oh, and trot on before he actually straightens. Good. Now, look at that trot. Now, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Lost it again, but never mind. As soon as we lose it, it sort of gets short, doesn't it? And the head comes up. But anyway, we'll keep working on it. He's the sort of horse, whereas say Higgins needs, because he's big, he takes 5 or 6 times as much longer than a smaller horse to learn the most simple lesson. But I often find that with the big horses. Whereas Higgins needs lots of reassurance. You know, this pony needs not bossiness, but he needs to be told in no uncertain terms, because he's had so much kind of interaction with people. You know, he doesn't need that reassurance. He just needs to be told how it is by somebody. You know, he needs to be ridden, that's what I'm saying, he needs to be ridden very positively, and no messing, because anything less than that he perceives as weakness. I'm not saying to be unkind, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying to pressure him too much, but what I am saying is you have to be very definite, and if he's pulling the reins out your hand because he wants to turn his head, then, you know, you can't be soft. The thing is to be soft when the horse is soft, and to be there when he's not. So I have to be quite definite with this horse, because he's only too ready to sort of perceive things as weakness, and also not to concentrate. He finds concentration quite difficult. We'll go past that. What? And that. See, a white sign for him is not nearly as frightening as a bush or the wrong coloured leaf. There. Good boy. But anyway, the other interesting thing I find about this horse is he doesn't sweat. Now, he doesn't sweat easily, and even when you do an awful lot of work, he doesn't sweat like the other horses. Now, I know he's had a bit of a clip, but I would expect him to sweat more, and I'm always a bit, you know, sweating is a good thing in a sense. It shows that, I don't know what retention of sweat is, I'll have to look it up, but I know horses can overheat. All right. Yep. That's Ronan. Yes, because I know when they export horses to America, they have to be confirmed that they sweat easily, because otherwise the change in temperatures, and it's warmer there, it can lead to real problems if they don't sweat enough. So I don't know that it's a problem for him, but I've just noted that he doesn't seem to sweat like other horses. Because we've got a clip on, we had a clip on, oh dear, excuse me, Robson, and we've got a clip on Higgins, and both of those sweat like a normal horse. But whoa, if you look at his coat, he's done a fair amount really. He's as absolutely as dry as a bone. I'm sort of mildly concerned about that. He seems fine, he's eating well, he seems healthy, but why doesn't he sweat? Come on, it's a bird.